There we are. I think we're live. Let me make sure. Always do a tech check. Tech check. What? Tech check. Yep, we're live. Hey guys, what's going on? Sunny here from Online Sales Funnel Academy, coming to you from my home office in Twin Falls, Idaho. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you're here. In tonight's video, we are going to be doing another Canva training tutorial. Sorry, I saw something on my screen. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So sometimes as business owners, we want in the digital economy, we want to create something of value that we can exchange with our audience in order to get their email. We should always be thinking about how can we grow our email list. So to do that, we want to ethically bribe our future customers with a piece of information, whether it's a YouTube video, or maybe it's like a piece of information if you own a cooking company, maybe sell cooking supplies. You would create a lead magnet, in other words, a small PDF or a downloadable file that you can exchange to your future customers or existing customers in exchange for their email, because most people don't want to just give you their email. They want to get something in exchange. So you might think back to a time when you were checking out at a register and they said, hey, do you want to join a rewards program? If you do, you'll receive a coupon for $10 off or your next visit or something like that. It's like that. So we're going to be exchanging like I said, a digital download of some sort in exchange for hopefully their best email address. So what we're going to be doing tonight, guys, is I'm going to be doing a breakdown. I'm going to show you how to create a lead magnet using Canva and ChatGPT in under 1 hour that you could use for your business. Now, there's different kinds of lead magnets. So depending on what it is that you're trying to do with your business, usually what happens is the customer is in some sort of emotional pain, or your future customer. And you have a product that solves that pain point, right? So if you're not sure what that pain point is, you can take your product and say, okay, what is it that my product does, product or service? And then you reverse it and say, okay, what kind of emotional pain are my future customers in because they do not have my product? Okay, so that's usually that's the quickest way to get there. So if you are selling, gosh, I don't know, if you're selling a hammer, then and let's say you're Home Depot or something, but you're trying to sell a hammer, you own a hardware store, then you're going to want to create a lead magnet about how they can use the hammer or things that they could do with the hammer, right? So maybe you would talk about, five kinds of projects that can be done with a hammer and nail in under 3 hours, right? You would try and get inside their head and figure out something you can talk about. If you own a bakery or something like that, or a specialty food place, you would likely do like 3 free recipes that have our XYZ ingredient, or because what we're doing is we're going to be spotlighting you as a brand, but letting them know that yes, they can in fact enjoy your products at the same time while getting educational information. So the key word here is basically educational. So what's happening at the same time is while you're offering the lead magnet, your future customers are coming in and they're looking on the internet for ways to solve their problem. And maybe they forgot about you. So that's why, so they just found out they have a problem, right? So they're typing in, how do I solve this problem? What can I do to get this XYZ? So that's why you want to match the content to what they're already typing for around the internet. Guys, if you're just coming on, drop a comment down below. Let me know if that makes sense. So in tonight's video, what we're going to do is we're going to create a very simple lead magnet, probably about 2 pages. I haven't completely mapped it out yet, so I was a little bit on the fly here. And I usually make these for my clients when I work with them in a 60-day program. I've made all sorts of lead magnets. I've done everything from real estate to I've done the food niche. I've done weight loss. I've done keto, all sorts of different things. And they all have different lengths as well. So some are just simply one page, and then other ones are anywhere from 20 to 30 pages. It just simply depends on what it is we're trying to give away for free with value. And your customer may not want a 20-page PDF, but depending on the niche that you're in, they might, right? And we also need to keep in mind that not every customer is a reader. So like people on YouTube, typically they tend to like videos. But when you're running ads on Facebook and things of that nature, it's been proven that 50% of your audience likes to read, and the other 50% of the audience likes to consume video. So if you know that, you want to create a multimedia experience and invite all these different ways for your future customers to come into your brand. So now also what we would do is we would take that lead magnet once it's completely finished. So let's say we create it inside of Word. We're going to be doing it inside of Canva tonight. You would download that as a PDF file, and then you would upload that into your WordPress site or something like that. I always like to tell people that end result first. At the end of this, you want to upload it somewhere onto your site. So if you have Wix, there's probably a media section in the back of your website. If you have a WordPress site, there's a media section. You would upload it there. And then the WordPress site would give you a custom URL of the name of the item. So maybe it would say, onlinesalesfunnelacademy.com/7 tips every beginner needs to know for blah, blah, blah. Then that is the URL that you would set up inside of your funnel. Now, I haven't done a funnel build for you guys yet. I'm working on that. I might even do it tomorrow night. If you guys are interested, I'll do a 2-page funnel build where you can do the opt-in and the thank you page. And then I'll show you how to deliver that lead magnet to them using automation, through an automated email sequence. All right, so guys, if you're just coming on, drop a comment down below, say hi, let me know where you're coming in from, and let me know what kind of products that you like to sell. If any of that is, if you're on, let me know so I can tailor this educational session for you. Let me just tighten up my camera here a skosh. Let me see here. All right, the camera's just far enough out of reach that it's hard for me to adjust it. Okay, so the camera's here, guys. I'm going to be looking forward right here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my, I might make it worse. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here in 2 seconds. I think I'm still crystal clear here. Let me see. So I've got my high-powered Canon over here, guys. So let me make sure we are good to go. And then in just one moment, I'm going to be sharing my screen and we'll dive into the tutorial on how to use ChatGPT and Canva to create a lead magnet in under an hour for your brand. All right, guys. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay, looks good. I'm happy with this. All right. All right, guys. All right, so the clock is ticking. I've got about 40 minutes left to do this lead magnet. So let's figure out a niche, as it were, let me see here. Let's do, well, I really like cats, and maybe we'll do a pet store. Let's do a pet store example, because I feel like that's a really easy one that everybody can relate to. I feel like weight loss is overkill. Hey, let's see who someone else is watching. Drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know where you're coming in from and say hi. Let me tighten up this just a little bit. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. So let's get started on the tutorial. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me fix this camera. Drive me crazy. There we are. There we are. All right, guys, so I'm going to share my screen. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to head on over to ChatGPT. So let me open up my screen here. Let me share. Okay, so I'm just starting off with Google, right? So right here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to openai.com. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm going to type in ChatGPT. So let me make sure this is sharing. Yeah, it's sharing my screen, right? There we go. All right, so there's a lot going on here, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do, I might have told you this the other day, but if you're new here and you haven't used a whole lot of ChatGPT, my screen might look different than yours because I'm paying $20 a month and I'm also turning on web access in real time. So if yours doesn't look quite like that, like mine, that's probably why. All right, but right down here we have a prompt. So let's create let's say a 2-page lead magnet for a fake pet store. Let's say it's a local pet store and we want to help them grow their email list, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to tell ChatGPT, we're going to say, create blog post, a blog post, let's see, create a blog post, okay, about 5 tips. Okay, let me start over. Hold on. Let me start at the beginning here. Say, you are a pet store owner, and you need to create a lead magnet blog post for to attract future customers. Create a blog post with 5 tips every pet owner should know before they take their new pet home. Okay, so let's try that. See what happens. Oh, there we go. 5 essential tips every pet owner should know before bringing home a new pet. Perfect. I love it. 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 All right. So, okay. So, and what I like about this too is it always cites the sources too when we've got the web access turned on. So right here, we've got a really awesome title. We've got a little bit of an intro, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tips. And then that is the summary right there. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how to take this information and put it inside of Canva right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over to Canva, and we're going to leave the other one open. We're going to create a design, and we're going to do a flyer and portrait 8.5 by 11. So in other words, that's the size of a standard piece of paper. So we're going to go ahead and select this one. Okay, making sure you can see the right. So the first thing I'm going to do is name this project. So I'm going to do pet store lead magnet. Okay. So usually what I like to do, guys, is I like to do a cover on the first page and then have my tips and whatever on pages 2 and 3. So probably this one will probably be a 3-pager. So let's start with the title. Let's grab this one. 5 essential. Okay, we're going to copy this. We're going to come back over into Canva, and we're going to select text, and we're going to go ahead and paste this in. All right, and we're going to worry about style and color and all that stuff here in just a few minutes, but we're just going to get the basics in right now, and then we'll do the designing. Okay. Before bringing home a new pet. And then what we're going to do is, let me put this over here so I can see myself. All right. All right. So then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to, on page 2, we're going to add more text. We're going to bring this down. We're going to bring this right here. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and put this section right here. Welcoming a new pet home. Let me get rid of this. So we're going to put this here. Okay, we're going to tighten that up, make it fit. Okay, then on page 3, like so we might need page 3 or 4. So I'm going to go ahead and add it just in case. So we're going to do number 1. Okay, again, you're going to add the text. Okay, well, we'll make it look better in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one. And I think we can get away with, so I'm going to make it just a second box right there. And then we're going to go to number 2. copy, lead magnet, paste. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this page actually. We'll make this number 3. Number 3. Make this one number 4. Oops. Okay, select all, paste. Okay, and then we're going to duplicate this page again, and then this will be number 5. And it ends right there. Copy, paste. Oops, hold on. Paste. Let me delete this one. Okay, and then this one, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to ChatGPT and we're going to say, create a bonus tip for create a bonus tip. So we're going to tell, it's conversational. So we're going to ask it to create something else that we can put in here. Okay, it went kind of nuts. Okay, let's see. So I think, you know what? Let's pretend it's this one. I like this one, socialization for your pet. So what we can do here, guys, is we'll put bonus here. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in just a second. All right. Okay. So now we're actually done with ChatGPT. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. So let's pretend these are the bones to our lead magnet. So we've got the cover, the intro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a bonus. Okay. So now we can go ahead and design it. So let's see what we can do with the cover here. So I'm a big fan. I do like the Georgia Pro, but I like using the effects. So I'm going to click on outline. And typically, you know, pet stores are fun and vibrant and, you know, animals are cute and stuff. So I like nice bright colors, but let's see what we can come up with. So when you're using the text effects up here, you want to select your base color up here in the text color. And then down here where it says effects, right there, that's where you set the outline color right there. So if you didn't know that, let's see, that's a crazy color. I don't want that. No. What works really nice too is like, do I want hollow? No, I want outline. And I want, I don't know, I'm probably a big blue fan. Let me see, blue. Let's see, I want blue text with, I want blue text, dark blue. Let's try this. Dark blue. You guys are catching on. I like dark blue and so 5 essential tips, new line. Every pet owner every pet owner should know before bringing home a new pet. Okay, so what we can do too is we have a couple options. We could either make this bigger or we could even make it smaller. It just depends on how we want to design this. That's too big. Okay, so 5 essential tips every pet owner should know before bringing home a new pet. Okay, kind of like that. So remember, if you click on position and do middle and center, it will make this completely centered. Now I like to have my text, if you drag it up here, we can kind of see where the outline is right there. So what I like to do is kind of bring it up towards the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some cute animals down here. So let's find some cute animals. So let's try, of course, a puppy. And let's do photos. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, we got some cutie patooties in here. So let's, okay. So remember I told you in my other video that I'm the queen of accidentally moving stuff around. Okay, so this one's already centered. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to lock it in the position only. That way I don't accidentally keep moving it around. So one way I like to do my designs, guys, I like to drag them um, off the design like that and just kind of have them popped up like this. So we're going to do this one. Let's do, oh, he's way cute. So let's do the doggy, this other dog. He's super cute. We'll kind of maybe kind of twist him a little. Let's do some cats or kittens. Of course, gotta have my kittens in there. I'm a huge cat fanatic. And maybe something like this. And we'll do, I don't know, let's do a bird. Bird, maybe exotic bird. Let's see. Let's not leave out the feathered friends. And we'll position him back. Oh, that looks cool. And then let's see, what else do we have? Pet store. And maybe graphic. Let's see what we have. Now, I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try to put this behind here and see if we get any kind of, see if we can get this to look good. I don't know if we will or not. Let's try it. Maybe. Let's try it to the back. See, it does say pet shop across there. I don't know. I don't know if I love it. I think it's probably good enough for tonight for what we're trying to do. So whenever we have the text right here, guys, we usually want to put like a square behind it. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to drag the square over. We're going to come down to here, and then we can always bring our dog down just a little bit. So this is going to have a border on it. So whenever I do my boxes, I like to do a border weight of right around there. And what we can do is make the middle white, make it pop, and we're going to send it back one position. Back. Okay. 5 essential. See, I didn't lock it. It's my fault. My bad. Okay. So 5 essential tips every pet owner should know before bringing home a new pet. So we're looking good. And of course, if my goal, you're probably going to want to spend more than just 1 hour on it. I'm just trying to boogie through it, you guys, so I can, get this done so I can show you guys. Now, guys, also a good jumping off point. If let's say we want something like this bird over here that we just put in here. If you didn't already know this, what you can do is you can click on the 3 dots next to the bird and you can scroll down and it says, see more like this. Okay. And then it filters through the thousands and thousands of other birds out there, and it can find us some more animals. So maybe, okay, here's a little chinchilla. Here, I think that's what they're called. If I can get this, figure out where to put him or her. Let's see. Or maybe a bunny rabbit would look good right there. Maybe a little chinchilla. And then let's try and squeeze the turtle in here. I don't know if they have hard shell tortoises anymore, but we might be able to squeeze them in there. Nah. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, it doesn't always work, right? So let's see what else we got. Oh, the rabbit's cute. Let's try a parrot. Oh, this looks cool, guys. Oh, look, it covers up that little blemish right there. We can put the parrot right there. That looks real good. Let's see. Let me try another bird. Maybe another macaw. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, all right. Okay, so you see how he's got a just from the bird. See how the bird has a thing right there he's sitting on? I want to cut that off because it's like cutting into the dog right below him. And I think that dog is the wrong color because he blends in with that cat. So I want to get a different colored puppy, maybe a little bit darker one. And we'll do a photo. And let's try, let's see. Oh, corgis are always cute. Oh, he's cute. Yeah, let's do him. He's cute. Sorry, bud. You gotta go. All right. And we could even cover up the kitten if we had to. Let's see. You just kind of cover him. There we go. That's kind of cute. I like this because whenever you use different sizes like this, it gives it different dimensions, right? And so if the white is feeling kind of stark right there, what we could do is maybe, okay, Yeah, I told you guys I love gradients. A gradient is when a color fades into another color. So what I did is I clicked on the background that was white, and instead of picking a solid color, if you scroll down, you can see all the different gradients right here. And then you can make them, if you click on the transparency, you can lighten it up or make it darker. So I am loving this. Guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you like where this is headed. I like it, but tell me what, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let's just try some different combos here. That's kind of cool. I really like this green one. I think it makes the birds pop too. All right, let's see what else. Um, where, all right, we're almost to, now just to kind of put some icing on this, I think what we could do, now sometimes what I like to do is I like to put a frame around the outside, and I have a hard time finding the frame sometimes. So I'm going to show you a sneaky thing that I like to do. I do it in all my design, a lot of my designs, not all of them, but if you pick a line, and if you make it, it doesn't have to be huge or anything like this, but if you take like a black line like this, you put it at the top, and then you duplicate, where is it? Duplicate right there, bring it down. Okay, now I've got matching, and I'm gonna duplicate again. And what I can do is turn it this way. And we are gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate it one more time. And this is just so much quicker, guys, than finding an actual frame that fits this page. Now, the drawback to this is that you may not be exact. So for what we're doing tonight, you see how the top is a little bit thicker than the bottom down there? See, it's 0.698 is, you just want to make sure it matches up, right? Make it look good. Okay, I am so excited at how this is looking. Drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you think about what's going on here. Tell me if you like it or don't like it, or let's see. So the dog, I'm going to bring forward just a little bit. I want him to be kind of, he's going to cover up that kitten. That's okay. He's got the chinchilla thingy right here too. So we're going to, there we go. We've got some kittens, we got a parrot, we got some birds, we got some dogs. We got all sorts of stuff going on here. Let's see. All right, looks good. I'm loving this. I'm done with the first page. I'm happy with it. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the second page. Now, this is our welcome. Now, notice that these are the colors that we chose for this theme. We've kind of got the gradient going on here. So we might want to match that up on the background also. So we're going to figure out what gradient this was. This was this one. Okay, you see how it gives us our hex codes down there? 0CC, 0DF, FFDE 59, whatever that means. Let's see, linear gradient. Let's see if it'll let me copy it. Let's see. Oh, is that the one I locked? It is, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to unlock this one, and I'm going to copy it. Oh, it's this one. Duplicate. All right, we're going to select it, and we're going to duplicate it. Where did it go? Okay, undo. That's our undo button, guys. That's our reset. That saves our bacon. Okay, we're going to go to this one. We're going to duplicate. There we go. Okay, now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to bring this down to page 2. And, oh, yes, look at this. It's going to let us keep the same general. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and format this right now. So I'm going to copy this, and we're going to go ahead and paste this onto page 3. We're going to send it to the back. And this one we're going to send to the back as well. So, and then we're going to do it again down here and send that to the back. Okay. So it ends on number 5 right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is now we're going to format page 2. And again, I've got 30 minutes to wrap this project up because I said I'd be done in under an hour. And I like talked to the first 10 minutes, so got to keep pushing here. So what we're going to do is this is the introduction right here, guys. So we're going to just kind of break up the text first. And we're going to decide on how we just kind of want this to lay out. So I want to flush this left. I think it'll read better, kind of cleaner. And we're going to make sure that it just looks a little bit better. And so remember that we're trying to promote ourselves as a business. So what I would do with this text here, and I would say, you know, blah, 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 blah. You got paragraph 1, 2, and 3, but then I'm going to say, you want to go ahead and put some information about your business as well. So you might say something like, be sure to stop by, and visit us on 123 Main Street. Uh, we carry a broad supply, a broad range of pet supplies, and pet supplies. So you don't want to forget to market yourself. Or you can call us at, 555 555 5555, like they do in Hollywood. All right. So now this is a little bit too big. So we're going to select all of it. We're going to try to select all of it. And we're going to bring this down to a little bit more readable. So right here, let's see, 24. There we go. 24 font. Okay. So the Grammarly is, let's try this. All right. So now we've got now if this is hard to read, we don't want to make it hard on your customer. So we want to probably do another text box or something behind it. And we can do this. Okay, and we can turn it white or light gray, whichever. Really light gray, maybe. And we'll go back one. I don't like that at all. So we're going to change this back to white. What we could do too is on the white, you can change the transparency if you want. Or you could also change the transparency back here of this design as well. You could do this. I kind of like 60. So be sure to stop by and see us on Broad and Main. And of course, you could put your website. You would continue to build this out, which I'm not going to do. But then you would have hopefully a picture of your pet store. Let's do this. So you would maybe put picture of your store down here as a photo. Yeah, maybe you just did this or something. Don't be afraid to put your own photos in here, guys. So we carry a broad arrangement of pet supplies, and maybe you've got water bowls or something. Do something like this. Okay, see how these are a little bit wonky? Let me see. There we go. We can kind of tighten them up a little bit. There, you can do something like that. And then I usually want to put like a little graphic up here. Let me put dog graphic. This would be cute. Just kind of like let's see where is he gonna go? I was hoping to put him right here. I don't know if he'll fit though. Something like that. And then maybe this one's cute. So I would probably do this too. I would probably just do like a little welcome message right here, guys. And then I would make this, I'd make it bold and I would change the color, make it pop, maybe just not too crazy. It's too crazy. Green's too crazy. Welcome. How about this? Okay, so I'm going to add one more sentence here and then we're going to change the font size. Okay, so it says, welcome to our pet newsletter. It's not really a newsletter, but it's fine. We are excited to meet you and your pets. Here are some helpful hints. Every new pet owner needs before okay, here we go. Here are some helpful hints for every new pet owner. There you go. That way it kind of blends together on the text, like what we're trying to say. And now it's too big, so I'm going to shrink it down a little bit until it fits. All right. And what I also liked, I'm really big on backgrounds, guys. So what we can do, it's still a little too plain Jane for me back here. So I'm going to do pet store. Let me see. Pet store. Okay, we'll do puppies and kittens pattern. Let's see what comes up. Okay, this is really cute. Depending on what, it's a little too paisley. Let's see. Let's try. I like this one, but I need it to be more, or do I? Let me see. So if we position this one to the back and then we bring it forward just a little bit. Okay, I like that. Okay, that makes me feel better. I like this one. Then what we can do is we can copy this down into here. Nope, that's the wrong element. And you could put borders around these photos here. You could click on them, put border weight, like you could do this. Click on each one and do a border weight. There we go. And if you wanted to showcase just those together, I would recommend like an oval or rounded square, whatever you want to call this. You could do this in the background. Do something like this, and then put it right in the background, position back, and then give it like a different color. Make it pop. Something like this. See, that kind of detracts. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Something like this, maybe. I don't know. I would have to play with it more. I don't love it, but it's good enough for what we're doing tonight. So anyway, so now we got page 1 and page 2, guys. And so you would go ahead and position. You're going to flush left this one and this one. So all we're going to do here is put some white boxes behind them, and we're going to add some add some animals in here. And then step 5, flush left, and then bonus, flush left. And we can get this rolling. Let's see, pet proof your home. So what I like to do is, have a block of text and then a picture that supports it if you can. Or if you can get if you get really good, you can get a picture that does both, right? So you could even have pet proof your home. Other ways you could do this is you could make a column like this and then have the photo. Maybe you've only got one tip per page. So you got the tip up here and then you got the photo. Let's try that. Let's see how it looks. So let's try this. Let's get rid of this. So pet proof your home is number 1. So maybe I'm going to make it bold. And of course, we don't want that weird. We want this in background. Maybe it looks like this. Definitely not green, of course. We're going to turn it white. And then we're going to put a border on it. Okay, so border weight is here. Pet proof your home, number 1. Okay, we're going to tighten this up a little bit, bring it in so we can read it. Yeah, whenever the words are cut off, you want to make sure that you've got room for the sentences. So let's try, and also we could square this up so it's in the middle. There, pet proof your home. Let's see, remove any, okay. Let's see, puppy in-house. Let's try puppy in-house. Let's look for some of these. We could say, okay, so you do something like this. Snap it in, position, center. Okay, make it fit. And then of course we can tighten it up here. And if you need to, you could always do the border on it to kind of make it fit in with the rest of the. Okay. So again, we would spend more time on it than what we have for tonight. And I would just, play full out on it, but we don't really have that kind of time. But just to kind of you see how far we've gotten in just less than an hour, guys. It's only been 45 minutes. So we really are cruising along. And I feel like, a lot of people don't realize how close they are, can be, to getting a guide done and available, to their customers this quickly. You just don't want to forget to brand yourself, right? So make sure to talk about yourself after you do. Let's see, what do I do? I move step 1 and then step 2. I'll get rid of that. So this will be number 2. So if we're going to do 1 per page, looks like I've gone that direction. So I do 2, 3, 4, 5. So then it kind of turns a little bit longer. So no big deal. You guys see where this is going. So what we could do is we could just duplicate it. And then I put number 2 right here. Down to stock up on supplies, copy, put that here, paste. Okay, make sure we, select this text, position, center, gets me centered. Stock up on supplies, make this bold. Okay, and then don't forget color with the tag. So we're going to get a new photo. So gather, let's see, pet supplies. This is cute. Oh, there we go. We got a picture of people shopping for supplies. That's good. That's a good reminder. Of course, you would want if you don't like the color schemes, you guys could always change it, but it's kind of cool because it matches the front. But you could always change it up, make it look the way you want. But this is just an initial idea. It doesn't have to be this. You could make it whatever you want. But guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know. It looks like I got a couple people on right now. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me check my comments. Let me see if I can see any down there. Let's see. So let's pretend that this is done. I don't need to do all the pages. I could, but it's not going to be a real one. I would like to eat dinner at some point. So, so this is, she do number 1, number 2. Number 2 is here. She's kind of keep going down. Now, when you're done and you've done 3, 4, and 5 or whatever, like I said, and there's like a bonus page here. So let's pretend that it's done. Okay. So let's pretend that I want to download pages 1, 2, and 3 are done, let's say. So, oh wait, before I forget, you would also want to put the name of your company on here, starting on page 2. And I do this with all my stuff. So let's pretend it's called mypetsupply.com, or it's like www dot or something like that. So maybe shrink it down a little bit to right about there, 21, it looks good. 21 font. And what we're going to do is we're going to get it close, and then we're going to click on position center, and we're going to just let the computer do it. It knows better. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and draw that, bring that line down so we know exactly where to put this on the next page. Okay. So we're going to come here, we're going to duplicate, we're going to copy it onto our mouse. We're going to scroll down and make sure we paste it right in between there. Okay. And then we're going to do that here also. Paste, paste, mypetsupply.com. And then if you guys have the address, let's say you have a real website. I don't know if you guys know this, but inside of a PDF, what you can do is you can make them clickable. So if you highlight this and right there, you see where it says link. Right here, you can put a link on this. So let's pretend it's, okay. Well, I'll use just regular YouTube as my link, but pretend this is a link to the store, okay? So you would just put the link right here and hit done. And what's going to happen is now it's hyperlinked. So after, you got to do it in each one though. So do link, right click, paste, done, done. Okay. And anyway, so you keep doing it. So let's pretend that pages 1, 2, and 3 are, or let's see, 1, 2, looks like I forgot to do it on page 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are done. No, they're not. Where's this one? Paste. Oh, shoot. It's not on there. And if you hyperlink it first, you don't have to worry about it. It'll be ready to rock here. There we go. Position is center. There we go. So now I'm going to download pages 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to pretend that I'm done. So you come up to the share button and you can go download. Now your choice is right here. PNG means like a photo. So you want to do either PDF standard is a good one. And you have a choice here to either flatten this, which what that means is if you have lots of photos inside of it, it keeps extra memory inside of your, it increases the size of your file, right? Almost to sometimes if you're going to re-upload it somewhere else and it says, oh no, your file size is too big, then you would come back and flatten your PDF. But I don't think we need to, but because we're only doing 4 pages, so I'm going to do pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's pretend it's all 7 pages or whatever. I'm going to hit done, and then we're going to download. Okay, so now it's exporting to my desktop. We'll do a big reveal here. So let's pretend it's done. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's so pretty. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm loving it. I love it when stuff gets printed. It's so beautiful. The colors pop. What do you guys think? So here's page 1. Welcome to our pet newsletter, or, welcome to our store, blah, blah, blah. We're so excited to meet you. Be sure to follow us on social. Pictures from our store, right? Then, tip number 1, pet proof your home. Now, if you click this, so if they've downloaded it, they can click this and it would take them, of course, it's taking them to YouTube, but of course you would not do that. You would do your website, right? So, and you can even put, if you wanted to, you could type next to it that says, click here. Hold on, where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's funny. Where'd it go? Where's my download? Download. Okay, here we are. So yeah. So this border right here needs to be fixed on page 2. So I would go back and fix that. And it looks like across the top on page 3, it's off just a skosh, looks like. Yeah, it's not off on page 1. So just page 2, 3, and 4, everything looks clean, nice and bright and white. Looks good. Pet proof your home. All right, I'm loving this. So now we have a PDF version. And so if we wanted to download, like I said, you would download this underneath or behind either your Wix website, your Go High Level, like whatever program you're using, you would upload it as media, the PDF file into your system. So if you have like if you have ClickFunnels, you could put it in ClickFunnels. Go High Level, you could put it in there. If you have Wix, you could put it in the media section. If you have Shopify, you would put it there. So there you go, guys. Then you'd have the link to your to this tucked up underneath the domain of your site, and you'd be able to give out that link and people can download it. So I'll do a part 2 on this. Let's say tomorrow on Tuesday, I will build out a 2-page funnel inside of ClickFunnels, and I'll show you guys how to build out a landing page where they opt in exchange for the lead magnets. And then maybe on Wednesday, or won't be Wednesday, I think, Thursday, I will show you how to create an ad in Facebook that runs to the funnel and gives this away for free. Huh? All right, guys, that is my show for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what it is you're selling and where you're coming in from. And let me know if there's anything that you would like me to teach on. I'm a digital agency owner, and I've worked with so many clients over the past couple of years. And I do everything from, as you can see, I've got a whole line of um, coloring books that I've designed under one of my brands. They're sitting out on Amazon right now. I got 12 of them. And let me show you those. I've got a print on demand Etsy business. I've got, I do client work. I make webinars. I do all sorts of things. And I also grew a client to over $1 million in sales using live selling. So kind of jack of all trades at this point. I can do all sorts of things and teach you all sorts of things. Let me find my brand here. Let me show you some of my coloring books. Okay, so this right here, guys, is my brand. I've designed all 5 of these. I have like more than 12 actually out here. So these are mine. So the trucks and tractors for toddlers, the big book of Easter coloring, 100 Easter Sudoku puzzles for kids, the owl coloring book, the ocean coloring book for kids. Don't go anywhere. I'll show it to you. Hold on. So guys, this is if you're still with me and you're seeing this, this is because I've sharpened my Canvas skills. I've made most of these design covers myself. That one's not mine, Barnyard Dance isn't. But just to show you, I've got most of them right here. Like these are actually my books that I've designed using, that one's mine, Outer Space, Barnyard Friends, Apple Designs, Easy Sudoku, then we get in some barnyard stuff that's not mine, but mine are like the bright ones, as you guys could probably tell. So if you click on Barnyard Publishing right here, you can kind of see like my repertoire here. So we've got some that are for toddlers, and then some that are just for adults, so on and so forth. And actually not all of them are on here, which is really funny. I keep trying to add them in here. But just to show you, and I'll drop a link down below if you're interested, guys. But as you can see, some of the titles, like my owl coloring book is right here. So here's the owl one that I just showed you. Sorry, got that right there. So I used a computer program to help me design the images on the inside. And then I've got another one. It's a kawaii style coloring book for kids 4 through 7. I think we just showed you that one. We've got I got a bunch of toddler ones. It's hard to see with my background. Sorry. Let's see. Ah, it's there. My dragons are getting in the way. I got a couple Sudoku books. So if your kids love Sudoku, these are big, large print. There we go. Some large print Sudoku. And of course, my very first one, well, not my first one, because I'm a published children's author well as a regular author, as it were. This was my first kids activity book. It's called Trace the Alphabet at the Zoo. I'm trying to make it, okay, I can't handle it. I gotta make it so you can see this. I don't know what my background looks like, so just give me 2 seconds. Can you see that? Oh, is that better? Anyway, so you go through the whole alphabet, it's color. Hopefully you can see that. I is for iguana. And then they trace the first letter of the, oh my goodness, okay. All right, yeah, I think you guys get the point. Anyway, so guys, that is my show. That's why I've cut my teeth on all the different kinds of Canva. I'm in there all the time. So, all right, guys. Well, that's my show for tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. I'll be back on tomorrow. I will do a part 2 of this where I will create a sales funnel to show you how to deliver a lead magnet. And we'll use that one from tonight as our example. In exchange to get people's email addresses onto your email list so you can start nurturing them with email sequences and offering them your products and services. So if you're watching this on the replay, be sure to do a hashtag replay. And as always, I know I keep saying it, just let me know where you're coming in from and what it is that you sell and who you sell it to. And guys, that's my show. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. And I will see you in the next one. So take care. Give it, and if you're new to YouTube, you got to wait like 5, 4, 3,